Hey, everybody, this is Mother Teresa, and I just want to share a little bit of a new jingle with you all, and it's called In the Meantime. Hey, everybody, this is Mother Teresa here, coming to you live from Caldwell Manor with grandstanding on tonight. And the music that you just heard is my new theme music by my grandson, TJ Culpepper, the one who writes the jingles for me. And that message, the name of that tune or that jingle, it's really not just a jingle because it's like 3, almost 4 minutes long. But the name of that is In the Meantime. And that's exactly what I am going to talk about on tonight is In the Meantime. I had shared with you all on last week that I had new music that was coming. And I didn't know what TJ had named this music for tonight, but it's called In the Meantime. And I felt like on tonight, I shared that I was going to share it on tonight, but I wanted to say that tonight is the night that I needed to play In the Meantime and share it with everybody. Because let me just say this, family and friends, and even new people that are joining me on tonight, is that we have to understand that even when we are seeking God for certain things, typically the answer could possibly be yes, it could be no, or it could be not now, or it could be wait. And so my question to you is, what do we do in the meantime? How do we spend our time that we are waiting for God to answer a prayer? What are we doing in the meantime? And so for those of you all that, again, that are just coming in, I'm Mother Teresa, and this is Grandstanding with Mother Teresa. I'm here every Tuesday night, unless something comes up, from 7 to about 7:30. And let me just tell you, family, I wrestled with actually doing grandstanding on tonight. And but as my sister Cynthia would say, hello, grandstanders. I am here on tonight. And so we're going to just talk a little bit about having faith in God and knowing that when we have faith in God, that God answers our prayers, even if it doesn't seem like, or you're not getting the answer you anticipated. Now, it looks like someone is trying to come on, and I'm not really sure if that is actually someone that's actually trying to come on. Let me know if you want to come on the air with me. But again, when we're praying, we've got to understand that sometimes our prayers are not answered the way that we expect them to be answered. But you also got to understand that if you trust God, if you really trust Him to do what you know that only He can do, then you continue trusting God, even though the answer is not what you wanted, even though the plan did not work out the way that you wanted it to work out, even if the situation did not work out the way that you had hoped or anticipated. I see Net, I see my mom, I see Miracle. I'm not sure who else is here, but if you all say something to me, I'll definitely shout you out if you want to be. But you've got to learn to trust God. You all, we've got to learn that no matter what comes or goes, we still have to trust God, because in the meantime matters a whole lot. It matters a whole lot, you all. And so, hello there, Tina. Hello there, Kaina. It matters a whole lot the way that we are filling our time, filling our day, filling our wait time. Because when we have faith in God, we have faith that He's going to do it, but it may be on His own timetable, and it may be how He wants to bring it to pass. But still, we still have to trust God, you all. We still got to trust Him. And sometimes when we are walking this daily walk, this daily life, sometimes the things and the expectations that we may have, it may be grand things. It may be things that will blow our mind. We talked about, or I talked about last week, about sometimes the prayers that we are praying may not be big enough. It may not be big enough, but we should have bold prayers. We should have grand prayers. We should expect the greatest that God can even bless us with. And although sometimes it may be delayed, that doesn't necessarily mean that it is denied. So I want to say hello there, Sherry. Thank you for joining me on tonight. I want you all to walk in and stand fast in the things that we are praying for, that you are praying for, that you are believing for. Some of you all are believing for what seems like the impossible. Some of you all are believing for jobs, new jobs, better jobs. Hello there, my Candace. You all believing for better jobs. Some of you all are believing for homes. Some of you all are believing for cars. Some of you all are believing for a spouse. Some of you all are believing for better health. Some of you all are believing to accomplish some goals. For you all that have that may be watching me later on YouTube, which is my other channel that I will be streaming to as well. Some of you all are believing for more followers, more subscribers, to be monetized. All of those things that maybe you may not be believing for, but somebody else may be believing for that. Whatever you're believing for, I'm going to let you all know that it is within reach. But what are you doing in the meantime? In the meantime, while you're believing for this new home, in the meantime, while you're believing for a new job, in the meantime, while you're believing for your health to turn around, in the meantime that you're believing for your family to be well, for legal problems to work themselves out, for financial problems to work themselves out. Hello there, my serenity. Um, what are you doing in the meantime? Are you filling your days with idle gossip, idle, just being idle, not being productive? Are you spending all of your time watching television, scrolling on your phone? Are you spending your time just being lazy and like I said, not being productive? Or are you spending your time focusing on the prayer request that you have, focusing on how you can accomplish the goals that you have set for yourself? And one of the things that I talked about on Monday, about setting goals, and also trying to accomplish those goals. But let me just tell you that if I don't do anything to try to accomplish those goals, then I'm not going to succeed. You know, one of the things that I did is I created a vision board. And you all know what a vision board is. It's those things that you plan and you state that these are the things that I want to accomplish. You know, some of those may be your health. It may be increase in finances. It may be a house. Remember, I talked about that. It may be a lot of different things that you are wanting to accomplish. And so when you create this vision board, and I actually this year created a digital vision board. I created it on my phone. Thank you, honey. I created it on my phone so that every time that I pick up either one of my phones, that I would see it and I would be inspired to make it work, to work harder to try to reach those goals. Because guess what? I need to be busy. I need to be busy in the meantime. You all, it's a lot going on, but I know that God is able to do all things but fail, because I have faith in God that no matter what is going on in my life, that God is the author and the finisher of my faith, and that when things are going wrong, as they sometimes will, it is not time, family and friends and new people, it is not time to throw in the towel. It is actually time to get more focused, to get more just content with the fact that you are going to win. It's actually the time for you to say, hello there, Monique. It's actually the time for you to say, I am in it to win it. And if you're in it to win it, you're not going to give up. You are not going to get dismayed. You're not going to throw in the towel. You're not going to let the devastating news come to you and stop you from doing what you normally do. And Miracle, I know that you know that this is right. So when the news comes and it's not what you anticipate, it is not what you planned, it is not what you hoped, it is not what you expected, we got to remember, what are we doing in the meantime? Because if you stay connected in the meantime, then God has a way of turning things around. Of course, we may not understand. We may not see it. We may not understand it. We may not even think that it's fair. And a lot of times I can say things that's happening right now, I don't think that they're fair. But because I trust God, and I'm in it to win it, Tina. I'm in it to win it. So because I'm in it to win, I'm going to stay right here. Again, like I said, today has been a very difficult day. But because I know where my help comes from, I'm going to continue to do the things that I know that I have been called to do. And I know that sometimes you all, when we get news that is not good or is not what we anticipated, sometimes we want to go and get in the bed and climb in the bed and pull the covers all the way up and go to sleep and sleep it off. But guess what? Getting in the bed and trying to pull those covers up and sleep it off, when you wake up the next morning, if you haven't dealt with that situation or come to terms with it, it's still going to be there. So I'm telling you all, I pray that, hello there, LaTanya. I pray that rather than trying to push stuff aside, because let me just tell you, when you think about trauma, when you think about things that happen in our lives that we are not anticipating, remember I said God answers yes, no, or he may say wait on it, okay? So while we're waiting on it, while we're trying to figure out what God is going to do, I need you all to stay connected. Stay connected to God. Stay connected to your source. Stay connected to the God that has brought you out time and time and time again. Stay connected. Don't let go just because things are not going the way that you anticipated. Don't let go. Because if you let go, again, I say this, you're not going to reach your destiny. You're not going to reach your goal. You're not going to get the thing that you were praying for. Because there have been so many times that it seems like that I have been praying about a situation and praying about a situation and praying about a situation, and it seems like it just won't come. And just about at the time that I feel like I'm just ready to throw up my hands and walk away, that's when the breakthrough happens. That's when I get the answer that I have been praying for or seeking God for. So we've got to stay connected. Keep on keeping on. You're exactly right, Monique. Keep on keeping on. Because guess what? Other people are dependent upon us to maintain, to be strong, to be right where they left us. They are depending on us to keep carrying on, to keep making sure that we got it all together, that we are connected, that we are standing in the gap. Because guess what? Sometimes people need us more than ever when they are in a place that's unfamiliar with for them. And when they are in that unfamiliar territory, when they're in that unfamiliar place, then guess what? They're going to be able to stand if we can stand strong for them. If we can buckle down, if we could just gird ourselves, if we could just make sure that we are still praying in the meantime, that's going to give them that strength. And let me just tell you all that when people are needing prayer, and when they have asked you for prayer and the saints start praying, they can feel the effects of your prayers. I'm a witness of that. That sometimes things can seem like they're just going crazy, but I can feel the results of the prayers of those who said that they are praying for me. So I'm going to ask my family. I'm going to ask my family and my friends and my the people that are watching. I'm just going to ask you all that know the words of prayer, you all pray for one another. You all pray for each other. Pray for the people you don't know. Pray for the people that are going through. Pray for the ones that seem like they've got it all together, because I guarantee you that they are dealing with something. You may never know what they're dealing with, but they are dealing with something. So stand in the gap for them. In the meantime, stand in the gap for those people that are going through. And guess what? If you stand in the gap for them, and if you just stand still and you keep praying, even though it doesn't seem like it is exactly what you want, I guarantee you that God will make whatever you're standing in the gap for them for, he will come and he will answer your prayers. So in the meantime, family and friends, don't give up hope. Don't give up hope. Now is not the time. Okay? I'm going to say that again. Now is not the time. The time now is to stay strong. It's to stay strong. Because let me just tell you that your strength will be her strength. And so I say good night, everybody. This is, if you missed it at the beginning, this is TJ's new song for me, and it's called In the Meantime. So I will see you all on next week if the Lord says the same. But I'm going to ask that you all listen to this a little bit more of In the Meantime. I love you too, sweetheart. And as my sister Cynthia would say, good night, grandstanders, and we will see you all the next time. God bless you all. Have a great night.